Hi everyone.
Hello.
Hi. It's 12:30. It is Friday, so as you know, it's time for Facebook Live. Yay! And today we've got an extra special Facebook Live because we're doing Meet the Member from the Can Clan. And we have got Lidia from Visuable. Pronounce it for me, Lidia.
Visuable.
Visuable. Say Visuable. So while we're waiting on you, I know there's a bit of a lag before you join in. You might notice something. I'm a bit glammed up today because I have been doing my photo shoot with Lidia. So again, I'm just going to give you some information of what's been going on before I interview Lidia. And now you start to arrive. Give me a little thumbs up. Give me a little comment that you're watching. Let me know who you are. I'm sure we'll have Ben Squared on from hi Nicola, hi. Usually we get the DigiPrint boys, they usually watch in their office, and sometimes we get Simon Crowther and his team, they watch from the office as well. So give me a little thumbs up and let me know who's there. Hi Chris Miller, hope you were well. So we are live in Bristol today. Hi Kaya, live in Bristol at the Bristol Marriott. And today we are talking about branding, which for me, as you know, we created the Entrepreneur's Godmother just over a year ago, which is the personal brand. And you know, I think it's really important that when you are creating a brand, hi Chris, is that you do take advice. Hi Angela, good to see you. We are talking about branding and creating a personal brand, which is why I've got slightly more makeup and my hair looks a wee bit nicer than it normally does on a Friday. So what I want to do is really kind of kick off now. I know you're there, I've seen your thumbs up. Hi Vivian Simpson, I saw your little face appear. So we have got Lidia from Visuable, see? Now Lidia is actually a branding expert, and yes Vivian, she is in the house. And so I've been with her all morning and it has been amazing. Thank you to Claudia, who was at my house at 7 AM this morning doing my hair and my makeup. Thank you to Desk Lodge, who gave us space to host and film this morning. Thank you to all the people who came to be in the audience. So let's get some education going on. Let's find out all about branding. So Lidia, tell us about you and your company and what you actually do. If you tell the viewers.
So hello everybody, my name is Lidia and the company that I own is called Visuable. Visuable is a brand marketing company and a visual production company specializing in helping small businesses and personal brands to really up their game, to really visually express who they are, what they are about, and all the good things about their company. So the way we do it in 3 different ways. The first step to create a personal brand or a brand is always a brand interview. So we usually sit down with our clients and really kind of drill down and to try to find out everything about their business, what they are about, what their customers like about them, what are the strong points, what are the points that they really want to emphasize, what are the colors, what are the feelings and emotions that they want to communicate through the images, what are the kind of client relationships. So once we find everything about them, then we create a custom storyline in order to kind of recreate all the different things that they're doing in their business in one day. So this is exactly what we've been doing today with Alison. We kind of started really early, about 9:30, and we've been kind of leaving Alison's business in kind of one day. So we've done a workshop on sales, which was really exciting. We actually got quite a lot of people in, and we found out some really interesting tips on what to do to kind of persuade your audience to buy from you and what not to do. Then we did some nice headshots, and then we moved to Marriott because Alison is kind of always on the go, always traveling. So it was quite important for us to take Alison kind of on tour and show her in all the different places, kind of with her suitcase, how she kind of travels around. And yeah, really kind of recreate that feeling. So this is kind of the branding that Visuable does in terms of kind of like the visual presence.
Yeah.
Then the kind of next step that people can go on with us is the full website build.
Yeah.
In which case we would sit down with our clients and really kind of strategically map out the whole kind of website wireframe and how kind of like all the different elements fit together so that the user experience is really seamless and actually follows the sales process in correct order, so that when people land on your website they are kind of really nicely guided
following the path
throughout the whole kind of visual, beautiful, immersive experience and then straight to your inbox. So this is kind of what we do. And the third step to work with Visuable is also marketing services. So once your beautiful visual identity is ready, once your website is ready,
you want to get it out there.
You want to get it out there, so
you want to
kind of get some voice. So again, we use the visuals from the photo shoot as beautiful visual content that really kind of carries your beautiful brand across all the communication channels. So this is kind of it. That's the kind of 3 main steps that people go with us. So with Alison, we are working on step 1, which is the visual identity.
Making me pretty.
She already's got a website, so she kind of didn't need the help there, but we kind of recreating her beautiful business in one day.
Excellent. So one of the things again that Lidia did, which I think was really impressive, and you know, I've had photographs taken, you know, for my website, for various different things, and the photographer just sort of turns up and takes the photographs. For me, one of the things that was really important was actually Lidia didn't let me away with without doing the questionnaire, so we had to do a questionnaire. And something I thought was amazing, I mean, for me, again, those of you who know me know that pink is the brand colour, so it was fairly, you know, that was quite transparent. But what Lidia did was, she took loads of stuff and created a Pinterest board. So, you know, really, before we came to the shoot today, I had a really good idea of the, you know, what we wanted to achieve. And, you know, so based on that, why do all photographers or all companies not do that?
Well, so first of all, we are kind of not a photographers company. We are a branding company who, instead of kind of using a graphic design as a tool to create your brand, we kind of take our cameras and we kind of go out and create you in a beautiful kind of lifelike scenarios as you kind of live your business. So what we did for you was kind of brand style guide. So one of my team, Michelle, who is kind of working with me on graphic design and on web design, we sat down and we
Michelle's with us. She's
Michelle
in
is
the
actually
house.
behind the scenes. We'll bring the girls in to say hi at the end. So me and Michelle, we sat down, and based on the brief that I've taken through the branding questionnaire that we did, we sat down and we kind of figured out what is the style for your brand. So like how we want to kind of bring in the pink and maybe kind of like in different ways. So like obviously pink is a really big strong influence for your brand, so we wanted this kind of pink thread to run through all the images, but we also kind of wanted a variety in the shots, so we didn't want to always put you kind of in a pink outfit. So for example,
you can see today, look, I've got pink, but look, I'm wearing stripes. We've had a pop-up come up on, we can see, you can probably see us better than we can see you. Hi Esther Thompson. So yeah, I think that was one of the things that came across as being really important, that you may have a brand colour or a brand identity, but it is really important
but you don't
to
just
sometimes
want to
mix
use
it
kind
through.
of in graphic design, so we really kind of feel strongly about bringing those colours into the photographs, because then the kind of photos really speak for themselves, and then you don't kind of have to clutter your website with a lot of different colours around. You can just be quite clean and simple, but the photos will speak for themselves. So even if you send some photos for publicity and there won't be your brand colours around, they will be in your photos. So your photos are branded. This is how our photos are branded and how our photos are different to kind of a commercial photographer, for example.
So, you know, there'll be some people watching this, because in the clan we've got a variety. We've got people who are startup, we've got people who have been going for a long time, we've got a lot of the entrepreneurial spark in the house. So what happens if they don't know? I mean, for me it was quite, the reason I chose pink as the brand colour was, what I wanted was, when I was in a room, I wanted everyone in that room to know that I was in that room, which is why I've gone for a really bright pink. but other people watching won't have, maybe not at that stage in their journey. How can they come up with that? I mean, what do they need to do?
In terms of the brand colors, what you would do, you would actually kind of start looking at brand psychology. Sorry, not brand psychology, color psychology.
Yeah.
So you would Google color psychology and you would start looking at kind of what comes up and what.
Okay.
Start looking kind of like what words associated with colors kind of pulls you in, and that way you can select the colors that will actually have the feelings associated with them. So for example, if you want to be kind of quite a bold brand, you would use red, because red is quite bold, it's associated with boldness.
Anybody out there got red?
Or something for kind of quite cheerful and fun brand is yellow.
Yellow, like Yellow Pages.
For example, if you want to be high-end brands are usually black, white and grey. So if you want to kind of command that high-end look, you would then use those kind of like simple kind of monochrome palette with maybe just like one simple color added to it, and that way the brand will really kind of start looking quite high-end.
That's great. I mean, that's a really great tip already. So I know that you've even got more tips. Angela, that's Angela saying that you're giving really good advice. Of course, be the clan. She's Lydia, look, she's doing my brand. And you know that I don't, people that are associated with me have got to be the right people. What is another top tip? So again, for people watching who think, actually, I'm kind of liking that
in terms of
brand. Yeah.
Okay, well, one main thing to do, what a lot of people do is they kind of jump straight into the creative. So they think, okay, I need a brand, right? I need a logo, I need some colors, I need to kind of
get a graphic
designer to design something for me. This isn't the first step to do. The first step to do is to really create that vision. So it again comes back to that Pinterest board. It's like, how do you want your brand to look and feel like? What is your brand personality? Are you cheerful or are you moody? Are you quirky? Are you artistic? Are you fun? Just really get clear on who you are as a brand, what is the personality of your brand. So like kind of try to watch yourself and think what kind of person you are. If you're a personal brand, try to translate some of your personality into that brand. Then again, look at kind of like, if you want your images to be if you want to be quite a kind of fun and upbeat brand, then you want to create images that are quite busy in terms of kind of like, like dots and things like that. They create that visual busyness. So that way you will kind of make your brand quite kind of fun and cheerful. But
Vivian Simpson, I'm seeing that's you. It's got written all over you.
If you want your brand to be a bit more kind of like calm, then you would start using brands and organic, or like you would bring like natural kind of elements into your brand. So for example, for brands that are selling, I don't know, fabrics or anything like that, that are kind of handmade or that are organic, then you would start bringing some of those elements in.
So do you think that's, looking at that brand, it depends on what your business does? So,
Definitely.
So the viewers think about, what if you are into, say, we've obviously got Esther from Tea Huggers in there, so that's the tea brand who already. Is that something that, if it's made by organic tea, to look at the colours
for example, so if you want to be kind of a high-end tea, then your images should be taken in that kind of environment. So the environment has to kind of mimic what you want associated with the brand. So if you're a tea brand with kind of fruit for kids and it's quite fun, then you would...
So that's a different, how to brand that differently.
Bring in different mood into the photos.
How do you really get that to translate from the logo to the photos to the website to the so what's the other tips that you've got for this?
Well, so it starts with the direction. So we kind of sit down and we really look at your entire business as a whole. Who are your customers? Because obviously the brand is not just for you. Your brand has to
not
appeal
about
to
you guys, it's about your customers.
It's about your customers. So you really have to go to that next step and figure out first who are your customers and what are they into, what are their dreams and aspirations, and what they will be kind of pulled kind of towards,
Yeah.
whether they're people who like kind of the finer things in life and they kind of into the more kind of glamorous experience, or are they people who are kind of liking a simple life and they, you know, they kind
to
of
mirror really. So again, a bit like we
Exactly.
teach under behaviours, because a lot of people watching this will have
it's all
done
about
about
sales. The thing is, branding is sales.
Oh,
Branding on the surface, branding looks like this creative thing, and it's quite fun, and it's all about the designing. It's not, branding is kind of really deep, and it's all about psychology of sales.
Yeah, and Angela's put a link up. I think, Angela, I'm really sorry, we've got a thing that says approval request at the front of the screen. So, but I think Angela's put the link through to
Psychology
the psychology of colours. I'm gonna chance my arm and hit this. Okay, to try and get rid of this. Now you're back. Okay,
lovely.
So we've got that in there now.
Lovely.
Oh, that's
Brilliant.
great. There are
Psychology
some
of colour.
questions. If
We actually have a blog on our website.
What is your
which will
website
post-
address?
It's www.visuable.co.uk, which is a made-up word, so I will post a link underneath.
We'll put the
because
link
it's a
in
bit
there
hard
so
to
that
spell
you
it, but
can-
we've got some interesting blogs on branding on our blog. So there is a blog on psychology of color.
Yeah.
There is a blog on brand personality. What is a kind of brand identity and brand personality, and kind of how to marry both. So there's something like
in there.
brand identity, which is how you feel inside about yourself, and there is your kind of brand identity and brand image, which is like how your visual communication communicates what's on the inside. And sometimes, like, the problem that people have is communicating what's in the inside into the outside. And this is again comes back to that questionnaire that we do. We really kind of dig deep and find out what
you
is
get
how
right
you
inside
think
and make us
feel.
think.
And then that's why we also do the brand board, because seeing is different than kind of saying. If you told me I want to be this and this in my head, it might be different. That's why we do the vision board, so that we really understand what is inside of your head in terms of your brand, and then from there we can translate it into visuals, we can translate it into our website, we can translate it into a logo,
all your social
and
media as well.
Exactly.
So Angela says she's found your Facebook page and she's liked it.
Perfect, thank you.
Loving the support of the clan. Thanks, Angela. So again, the clan are all interacting with us, and we know that some people are watching live, but we know that, you know, we can tell the, you know, sometimes they don't just like listening to me, they love it when we do Meet the Member. And you know, if you do want to do Meet the Member with me, you know, just put your name down there and Kaya or Nicola can come up with that. It does help if you actually follow us on Facebook Live and have watched them. So it's good that, you know, if you want to be part of this, it'd be really good. I'm a bit scared to read the things about the psychology of colour in case it says that pink's not my colour.
I think
You think it is?
Color, yeah.
Pink is my colour. Okay. Have you got any more tips?
Well, in terms of the branding, creating your brand, I have 3 kind of main tips, and you kind of should do them in order. So in terms of if you want to create a really strong brand, first of all, decide the direction, decide the vision, decide the strategic vision, which is about the clients and about the psychology of sales and kind of who you want the brand to appeal to. And then,
so the emotion really, so
exactly.
triggering the emotion.
And then number 2, translate it into visuals as soon as you can, because high quality visuals, the quality of your visuals is kind of unconsciously linked with quality of your service. So basically, if you have quality visuals right from the start, it will make your business look established. It will make your business look high quality. People will look at your brand and they will think, right, they really mean business. At the moment, we live in a very highly visual world, and it's kind of become a norm. High quality photography become a norm. So if you haven't got it, you're probably missing some sales. You're missing out on customers. So get quality images, get images showing you in the best possible way, show people behind the scenes of your brand, so how it is to work with you, really who you are as a person, bring in your personality, so not only kind of show yourself with a customers, but actually show a little bit of who you are. So like I use a lot of in my brand, I use a lot of images of my travels, so a lot of my customers know that I'm always away.
She's all over the world,
on holidays,
all
so
over the place.
I kind of like brought in some palm trees and some kind of a sea, because this is what my
That's her
customers know
personality.
about me.
So again, Angela's put in here, I had my colours analysed, and as luck, it had my brand colours, the wow colours. That's fortunate, Angela. A top tip for anybody that's not Angela, maybe you should get that done before you create your brand. Now, I want to really lead exactly what's happened in the journey with Lydia back to sales, because I think this is so important.
Branding is sales.
Yeah, it is. Well, I think it's marketing actually.
Oh yeah.
But I want to talk about tenacity. So I actually met Lydia probably about 3 years, 4 years ago. And for me, again, as you, well, I kind of think I'm quite switched on to branding. I think I'm quite switched on to loads of things, hopefully. I am the entrepreneur's godmother. And I think what's been happening is I've been watching Lydia's progress. So again, I think this is something that, you know, is a really top tip for you guys watching. And Lydia's, I would say, been trying to work with me for about 3 years. About 3 years, literally about 3 years. I'd meet her and she'd go, you ready? No, but what did happen was, it has taken 3 years. So my take for you guys is always nurture, always be good at what you did.
Yeah.
So, you know, what I've noticed with Lydia, she's really evolved over the last year. Her brand identity has become really, really strong.
Funny that you say that, because when I met you back in the days, I met you at one of the workshops that we were doing at Women Outside the Box, and you said one thing that I actually really taken on board, and you said this: build your personal brand because nobody can take it away. And that's what I really, really taken on.
And I don't even remember saying that. See?
You have said that to me, and I kind of, when I started my company Visuable, I thought I really want to be part of my brand. I don't just want to hide away behind the logo. I want to be there, out there, front and center, and kind of really leave it. And if you work like this, if you build your brand around who you are, nobody can take it away, because the companies fail, you know, startups fail, and kind of like trends
will change,
fade off, but your personal brand is going to stay with you. So even if you are in this business right now doing something and it might fall through, you might kind of start doing something else, your personal brand will stay with you, and your personal brand are the personal relationships that you've built. So I have met Alison when I actually had a full-time job at some point of my life.
You did,
and we kind of kept in touch, and now she came in, and we are doing the branding, and you have a different brand and I have a different brand.
Completely different.
But because we have built a personal relationship, this is part of the personal branding that you're doing. So
doesn't happen right away.
For me, it's quite important to actually go out and build relationships with people. I actually know so many people, and I'm kind of always really happy to meet people for coffee. So if there's anybody who would like to have a one-to-one and meet for coffee and just chat and see what can we do together, or what can I do for you, what can you do for me to improve my business, then just kind of drop me a message.
And I do think, you know, because we looked at, and it was really interesting, because as you know, I try and get as many offers for you guys in the clan as I can. And it was really interesting, because I said to Lydia, you know, when we do this, have you got any offers for the clan? She went, I don't do offers. I'm like, Apple. She said, but what I will do is I'll put my link up, and if you guys subscribe into her newsletter, and then she will create a special added value for the clan. So guys, I am sure those of you who are watching, and when you watch it on repeat, you're literally clapping your hands. You know, the Entrepreneurs Clan is for you. It's a free resource. We have the top experts in their field giving you advice for free. So, you know, thank you for watching us. I'm back next week. I am really not sure what the topic is, but again, if anybody wants to do Meet the Member, we've got something to add value to the clan, I would be glad to hear. So from the wonderful Lydia from...
Thank you, Visuable.
And from me, the Entrepreneur's Godmother.
We're getting a lot of thumbs.
We are. Thank you so much for viewing, and we will see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Bye.